Good morning from 2035. Laundry is Kevin's problem now. He folds towels into cubes. Asked why. Quick walk downtown. My agent already cleared my inbox, so I have nowhere to be. Flying taxis. Zero traffic. That robot's walking a corgi. Morning, corgi. The hours the robot's freed up go here. I called him a laundry basket. We've both said things. My job now? Painting. Badly. Kevin says the cows are melting. They're mountains, Kevin. The robots are real. The agents are real. Being built right now. I only invented Kevin's attitude. So what would you do with 20 extra hours a week? Follow me. Kevin says hi. He's lying. That short you just watched, I didn't make it. Claude did. And the woman in it, also not me. That's my AI character in my cloned voice, vlogging from the year 2035. I never filmed a single frame. And I want to share how I did this with you guys because it looks fun. So I'll walk you through the whole run, the under a minute setup, my AI self getting cast as the star, and the moment Claude started taking my notes like a producer. I didn't believe that part until I watched it. Before everything, I want to share with you guys our current setup. My short system runs in Claude. I tell it what I'm working on, it hands back topic ideas that actually perform, and it writes the full script. That part's been solid for months. Then the script would just sit there because somebody on my team still had to carry it into a whole other tool and build the short by hand, scene by scene, every single time. The thinking took minutes, the making took a day. That gap is why we shipped 2 of these a week instead of 10. All I wanted was for the system that already does the thinking to also do the building. So how do we solve that? Well, my team and I discovered Higsfield's MCP feature. So this is how to set it up. You open Settings, Connectors, Add Custom Connector. Name it Higsfield, paste in one URL, click Add. It'll bounce you over to Higsfield to log in and approve the connection. You click Approve and you're back. So here's the thing. Adding the connector and switching it on are 2 separate things. Inside your session, open the Tools menu and make sure Higsfield is flipped on. That's the whole install under a minute. And Claude, which could already plan a short, write a short and talk about a short all day long, can now go make the short. And adding Higsfield to your Claude is free. Yes, Higsfield is the sponsor for today's video. The link is in the description and it's pinned in the comments. Now here's the real session. I typed this. I'm thinking of a travel back in time shorts concept. Give me a good topic. I want it fun and humorous. It pitched a few. Decent, but I pushed back. What about traveling into the future instead? And then it did something I didn't ask for. It flipped the entire format. Instead of visiting the past, you're a vlogger filming a casual day in my life in 2035, deadpan, bored even. The tech around her is insane and she is completely over it. That contrast is where the comedy leaves. Then it wrote the beat sheet and the beat sheet was actually funny. My robot Kevin has folded my towels into perfect cubes again. I've asked him to stop. He says the cubes are optimal. We're in a standoff, or this one. My AI agent booked my dentist appointment by arguing with the dentist's AI. They went 11 rounds. So when I was already satisfied with the concept, I gave it exactly 1 instruction back. This is for Higsfield, use the connector. Then it loaded the Higsfield workflow, checked my credit balance, and picked the models on its own. I watched it do my pre-production, and here's where it got personal. For the star, it pulled up my soul character. The AI version of me I keep saved in Higsfield, my face, and for the audio, my cloned voice. So the vlogger dispatching from 2035 is me, a me that never got out of her chair. It generated the stills first, shot by shot. The laundry room, the street, Kevin lurking in a doorway like he pays rent. Now, the honest part, the first pass was rough. The first stills didn't look real. My character didn't blend into the background. And I'm quoting my own feedback message here. The generated Julia looks old. Imagine I typed that about my own face. Then the shots drifted. Different outfit in every frame. Some didn't look handheld at all. And the first video model, her mouth wasn't moving. I had become a very confident mime. So I gave notes, plain, vague, human notes. Make her consistent, make it look real. She's not talking. Switch to Seed Dance 2, and this is the moment that actually got me. Claude took those lazy notes and turned them into production rules. It locked every shot to 1 approved reference image. Same woman, same hair, same oatmeal top. It set standing rules for every reshoot, resting face, faint smirk at most, constant motion in the background. It even wrote itself a rule so Kevin's cameo couldn't get dropped from the painting scene again. That's when it stopped feeling like a prompt box and started feeling like a junior producer, one who never sighs when you ask for take 4, 6 shots rendered on Sea Dance with native audio. Laundry, street, lunch, desk, couch, and the painting scene, where I asked for a quick cut to her point of view and back, and got exactly that. It even offered to assemble the final file for me. Just say the word stitch. I did that part myself this time. Downloaded the 6 shots and cut them together in order because I wanted my own eyes on every frame. About 2 hours, 1 connector, 0 filming. I still picked the idea, I still gave the notes. My editor still gets the final yes or no before anything ships. The judgment stays human. The grind is what left the building. If you want to run the exact thing I just ran, that Higsfield link is still sitting in the description. The last thing I typed might have been the most important. I told it, remember all of this. Every mistake we fixed, every rule we landed on. So it wrote itself a production playbook and saved it into the project. The full pipeline with my approval gates at every step, which means next time I type one line, episode 2, I tried being a teacher in 2035, and the whole system runs from step 1. It already knows my face, my voice, my humor, and every pothole we hit today. The 2 hours was the tuition. Every short after this one is the payoff. Here's what made me laugh after the fact. The short Claude wrote is a comedy about 2035, where the robots do the chores, the agents handle the inbox, and the human's entire job is 45 seconds of telling her clone what to say. Then she's done. That's the job now. Claude wrote that as a joke. Then it spent 2 hours making the joke come true. The machine built a video about machines doing the work, by doing the work. That's liberation through the machines. And it's why you want to be first instead of 5th. Look at what I actually did in those 2 hours. Picked the idea, gave the notes, pressed 6 clips together at the end. That was the whole job. Everything else, the writing, the casting, the shooting, the reshoots, happened inside a chat window. Now, if you'd rather have this built with you in the room instead of by yourself, that's Clone Camp, 2 days in Phoenix. You fly in, we film you once, and you leave with your AI clone, your custom Claude brain, and 30 days of content. 6 seats per cohort, firstmovers.ai/clone camp. And tell me down in the comments, what's the first thing you'd have it build? Also, be honest, should Kevin get his own series? I read every single one. I always do. See you down the next rabbit hole.